Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DFS experience for Monday, November 21st. We have an 8 game slate. We're going to try to get in and get out. We start with DraftKings. We start with point guard, Steph Curry, 10-6. Lock him in, find the value, lock him. He's not that expensive. He's only 10-6. So put him in your lineups. That's that. Um, you know what he did last night? He's going to do it again. He's going to keep carrying that team. Clay woke up a little bit, but it's good to see Clay hit some shots and Curry still go on his rampage. Um, Curry is what you called on one right now and ride him while he's hot. SGA, 10K. If I make two lineups, one will have Curry, the other will have SGA. That's how close I have these guys. SGA, you can't really get away from SGA. There's really nothing you can do. He's been that good. He's averaging over 50 fantasy points tonight or per game, however you want to call it. And you got to play him. Find the value, play him. That's that. Trey Young, he's okay. Uh, Halliburton, I want to shove Halliburton into as many lineups as I can. Also, I prefer Halliburton. He does a little bit of everything. He just torched Orlando for almost 60 fantasy points, and he's gonna torch them again for another 60 fantasy points. As long as he doesn't get injured. So Curry, SGA, Halliburton, must plays for me. DeJounte's in play. He's an okay play. Cleveland's a tough matchup. He's an okay play. Donovan, fine. Garland, fine. Look, Trey Young, Murray, Mitchell, Garland, four P's in the pod. They're doing the same thing to each other. They're threats. They're fantasy producing threats, but they both hinder each other. So this is one slate. They could all four of them cancel each other out. I don't need them. McCollum's an okay play. Um, Tyler Hero, if he comes back, good for him. I don't need him. Simons is in play, 7,400, no Lillard. Lowry, Lowry's a touch overpriced. Bam is back. Deadman is back. They're getting a few pieces back. Obviously, we just seen they might have Hero back. You're not gonna need Lowry at 7,200. It's not the worst play in the world, but in that point guard spot, you don't want to be fucking around because if you fuck around and play Kyle Lowry in that spot, you're gonna fuck around and find out that Curry or Halliburton put up 60, 65 fantasy points and you're assed out. So that's called opportunity cost. Don't be a victim of that. No Lowry, not on the slate. Brunson, okay play. Giddy, okay play. Clarkson, if these are your last man in, you want to put them in utility or something like that, but they're not a priority for me. They're okay plays. Jalen Suggs seems to play decent when he gets some minutes. Okay play. Russell, pop them all over there in Minnesota. You don't know which one of them are going to have a good game. I've been staying away from them, and it worked out. It works out. Smart, we don't need Smart. Tatum and Brown gets all the usage. We know that. John Wall, I don't need a $5,900 point guard coming off the bench. They can miss me with that. Although Paul George is questionable. If they started John Wall, then I think about it. Derek White, no. Jordan Poole, no. Jordan Poole off the bench, no. Not when Clay trying to find himself. When Clay finds himself, still even then, $5,800 for a guard off the bench to do what? You need him to give you 35, 40 fantasy points. That's not happening. So let's continue. Carter, no. Um, Giannis is back. Reggie Jackson, he had like one good game all season. No, no, thank you. Um, Brogdon, no. Gabe Vincent, no. Especially if Hero's back. All right, where are we? I'm just trying to fix my microphone. Um, where are we? Gabe Vincent. All right, quickly. We don't need Sexton. We don't need right now because we'll get value. We'll get news, closer to lock. So we don't need to go down here right now. They're not bad plays, but there'll be better plays by then. Shaden Sharp, I don't think we need right now. If he started for some reason 3,800, you could take a look at him, but I'm not gonna worry about him right now. Shooting guard. Um, Paul George, still not hitting value. If he's in, I'm not interested. If he's out, then maybe one or two pieces out of the Clippers that I'll be interested in, but we'll get to that shortly. Jaylen Brown's in play, 8,500. Ingram, McCollum cancel each other out. They're not bad plays, but they're not good plays. Anthony Edwards, not a good play. He's an okay play because he's 7,600, but like I said, Papa Mullen in Minnesota. Wagner's in play. Levine, 7K. Price came down. Okay play. Buddy Hield, okay play. Strus, everybody's coming back. He becomes overpriced. Klay Thompson, the okay play. You got to hit the shots though, or not you're screwed. Matherin, okay play, 5,700. Um, Grayson Allen, we don't need. Beasley, quickly Sexton. You know, you just hold them on reserve in case you don't get any value, and then those guys become good. But we don't need them right now. So they're in the player pool just at the bottom, and I don't think we need anybody else down here right now. You absolutely don't. Let's go to small forward. Tatum's in play at 10-6. I know that there's analysts that's scared to play Tatum at 10K, over 10K, and let them go ahead and be scared of him because, you know, you're looking for 56 fantasy points. Really what you're looking for. Who's going to stop him in Chicago? That's what I want to know. Tatum's in play, $10,600. DeRozan, I don't need. Just not for me. Markkanen's in play. Kawhi Leonard, $7,700 playing 24 minutes or whatever the fuck it is. Even if he was playing his full minutes, he's still not going to give you what you need. So we have 2 games back, 18 fantasy points and 18 fantasy points. I'm gonna tell you something right now. You could believe me or not believe me. Kawhi Leonard doesn't give a fuck. I promise you that. He doesn't give one shit. Um, okay, we spoke about Edwards, we spoke about Wagner, Hill, Andrew Wiggins is in play 66. Josh Hart becomes a good play with no Lillard. RJ Barrett is too cheap, 6,100. Play him. Levert off the bench is a thing if he's healthy. Caleb Martin, okay play. Okiki is a bit overpriced, even if he starts because he doesn't do shit. Like he doesn't shoot. Um, he's gonna give you rebounds, assists, blocks, and steals, but he doesn't shoot. So I'm off of him. He's like he's. I played him. I think I played him on this slate. 25 minutes. Took 3 shots, hit one of them. 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 13 fantasy points in 25 minutes. So he's eternally banished from my player pool. I don't give a fuck what happens. If he's $1 and he starts, I'm still not playing him because he doesn't shoot. And you know my rules with players that don't shoot. Um, Dort, we don't really need, but he's 5,100. He's 5,100 for a reason. Grant Williams, no. Herbert Jones, last man in type deal, maybe. Trey Murphy, if he started for Giannis for Zion, but like if Trey Murphy started and he's a decent play at 4,600. Winslow is a thing with no Lillard. He's in play. Norman Powell's unfortunately is in play with no Paul George. Just you know, pay attention to the starting lineup for the Clippers. Patrick Williams always a good value play. His price doesn't seem to come up. Lamar Stevens, he's starting now. I wouldn't play him with everybody getting all the super usage. Um, Last 5 games, 7, 24, 25. Last 2 games, I know he started for sure. 11 fantasy points and 19 fantasy points. So I wouldn't do it to myself. I'll go out and find other value. I think that's it for small forward. Small forward is never really that deep, but if Beauchamp starts, you want to take a shot, take a shot. Other than that, I'm good with small forward. Let's go to power forward. Giannis, 12-4, 12-4. Pay him. Play him. Um, Carl Anthony Towns, we play many lineups, take a shot. Julius Randle, maybe I need to play like 8, 9 lineups where I throw him in one. He doesn't stand out to me. Jeremy Grant stands out to me because there's no Lillard, 7,300, fire him up. Portis, fuck Portis. Mobley, I don't like playing Mobley with the two big guards healthy, but if you're playing many lineups, throw him in one. I'll be on Bol if there's no Wendell Carter. He'll probably make my main lineup. That's how much I like Bol's. Um, Draymond is Draymond. Playing many lineups, throw him in one. If there's no Paul George, fire up Marcus Morris. He's gonna take his shots regardless. He doesn't care. John Collins, you're playing 10 lineups, throw him in one. Very risky. Kevin Love, many lineups, throw him in one. Jalen Smith's in play. Vanderbilt, but Vanderbilt's always in foul trouble. Um, let's see. I don't see anything else that stands out. Anything we need to know right now? Anthony, is it Anthony Lamb? Let me just double check. Yeah, Anthony Lamb. He's been getting more minutes than Kuminga. 7, 30, 20, 7, and 1 fantasy point. Whatever he's doing, he's getting more minutes than Kuminga. He's not playable, but I just wanted to look at him real quick. All I remember is Kurt saying Kuminga was gonna be in the rotation, but Kuminga is assed out. They should just trade him. I'm not even gonna look at his fantasy points. Last 5 games, 4 minutes, 14 minutes, 25 minutes, 9 minutes, 6 minutes. The game he played 25 minutes, he put up 22 fantasy points. Then he goes back to single digit minutes playing. I don't know what's going on in Golden State. I frankly don't care. Because guess what? When one fantasy producer goes down, the next one stands up. So we just got to keep finding the right fantasy pieces to put in our lineups. See what I'm saying? All right, center. Um, all right, Bam. I'm not interested in, to be honest with you. Wendell Carter. I'm interested in him being out so I could play Bol. Miles Turner's do a smash game and he's in a smash spot. Vooch I don't play. If you want to play him, have at it. Nurkic I'm not playing. Capella I'm not playing. Jared Allen if I must. No Brook Lopez with Giannis. No Gobert for me unless you put a gun to my head. Zubac I always play. He's my safe play. Zubac's in play. Mobamba, his price came up, and I don't trust Mobamba having 2 good games in a row. We know better than that. Hartenstein, yeah, okay. Mitch Robinson is back anyway. Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson's never had a healthy season. I would never play him. Kelly Olynyk is in play at 4,900. Kelly Olynyk is either gonna sink you or he's gonna take you to the top. He's not gonna have an in between game. So if you're playing many lineups and you get all the studs in one lineup and you want to put the cherry on top, that's Kelly Olynyk, $4,900 starting center. And if he does what he needs to do, you're cashing. But if he doesn't do what he's supposed to do, then it's going to be an early night. I think I'll stop at Kelly Olynyk right now with the information that we have. There's no reason to really go get too cute. All right, let's pick up 5 guys and let's go. Um, Curry and SGA, one of my first 2 pieces in. Curry's going to be on a back to back. SGA is going to be uh fresher, and I would give. No, I'm lying. I'm going. I'm going. I'm going SGA and I'm going Curry, and I'll find value. That's what I'm gonna do. Shooting guard. Let's see who's down here. Clay at 59. Let's just put in Clay. Let's not overthink it. Let's just play Clay. Let's find a small forward. Small forward is looking. Oh, remember I like RJ Barrett 6,100. I like that matchup. And power forward. Marcus Smart stands out. See how easy that was? Now these are 5 guys. You're not going to be able to make a full lineup out of this because you got $3,800 left. So we got SGA, Clay, Barrett, Marcus Morris. Now I'm pretty sure there's going to be people that don't watch the video. Probably try to screenshot this shit and then get upset. So let me just take out Curry. Let's put in Bowl. And there we go. More of a lineup oriented 5 guys. But I definitely like Curry and I definitely like SGA. So we're gonna go SGA. Clay. Clay's a little too cheap if he's hitting the shots. RJ Barrett's a little bit too cheap for the matchup and his ceiling. Marcus Morris if there's no Paul George and Ball if there's no Wendell Carter. How simple that was. Let's go to FanDuel. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for watching. I know it's been a long weekend, so I'm trying to get through this video expeditiously. If you're new, welcome. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Please hit the bell. Please thumbs up. It definitely helps the channel grow, and we've been doing very well as of late. So I definitely appreciate it all. If you're having trouble cashing NFL, NBA, whatever it is, you could take a look at my Patreon link in the description. I got some things set up there. I can send you my updated optimal lineups before lock. I can build you your own lineups. DraftKings, Super Draft, FanDuel, Yahoo, whatever it is. I got it. I got 5 guys here from FanDuel that stand out to me. We got Curry at 10-4. Got Tyrese. I can't get away from Tyrese Halliburton at shooting guard on FanDuel. I'm locking him in, 9,100. He's going to torch Orlando, like I said. The same way I called Anthony Davis last night. My man had like 30-something fantasy points in the first quarter. Klay Thompson, 5,600. He's too cheap on FanDuel. Marcus Smart is $5,200. And if there's no Paul George, he becomes a lock. And then Bowl, if there's no Marcus Smart. If there's no Wendell Carter, then Bowl is a thing. So this is my FanDuel 5 guys. I think we got through this rather quickly. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys had a profitable weekend. I'm going to go on, let you get back to y'all festivities, and I'll see you guys later. Ciao.